Are you zooming in on my boobs?
No.
If you're thinking about taking a cruise, this is what you're going to want to know. So this island hasn't quite worked out like the other ones. Would we do a cruise again? Hello, we're Tyson and Alicia. Last week we brought you along as we boarded our first ever cruise on the Oasis of the Seas. We gave you a boat tour as we took off on our 8-day excursion to the Caribbean, and then spent the first 2 days at sea exploring the boat and getting used to what it means to actually be on the water for 2.5 days. We finally arrived at our first port of call, and I, for one, can't wait to get off the boat. Everything is pandemonium at all times. Oh my god. This is our first time actually seeing the sheer size of the boat. When you board, it's through a long gangway, so you really can't see the size of the ship. I'm amazed at how fast they started working on it. Our first stop is St. Kitts and Nevis. The small island has a unique location in the Caribbean Sea. Its population is just under 35,000 people, and the main island is just under 30 kilometers in length, or 18 miles. We didn't book an excursion here thinking we could walk around the downtown, but that didn't work out so well for actually being able to see much, so we ended up booking a tour with Leon. He had a comfortable, air-conditioned van and gave us a great tour of the island.
It'll be a video, that's the problem. You never know.
We got out to explore the ruins of an old sugarcane factory, which was quite interesting.
Sugarcane rollers, 400 years old this year.
Tyson doesn't think to take video of me, so this is the extent of what you're going to see. There's also a rum factory here where you can sample and buy to take home. The west side of the island borders the Caribbean Sea, and the eastern coast faces the Atlantic Ocean. Leon tells us that up on the top of that hill is Robert Redford's house. Making memories. Before we know it, we're on our way back down, and our tour is concluding. It was probably about 2.5 hours in total, and Leon did a great job. Post-dinner drink at the Floating Bar. It starts in the Royal Promenade and takes about 30 minutes to go up to Central Park area. That's what this weird structure is on the inside of the park. Is it a picture or is it video?
Are you taking a video?
Are they pretty nails?
Yeah, that's good.
I picked the perfect morning to get up and enjoy the sunrise. And it just so happens to be my birthday. Today we are in St. Martin. We're heading in for a beach day. Pretty stoked?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Man of so many words.
Is this a picture or video?
Now it's both. Oh, Jesus. We opted to head to one of the less popular beaches because there are 4 ships here today, which means she's gonna be busy. Bought our water taxi bracelets and we're ready for some sun and sand. St. Martin is actually 2 colonies in one, but we're exploring the Dutch side today. How's that for marketing? Our pal Lenny hooked us up with some great beach chairs. St. Martin is known for its beaches. It's about 37 square miles and has a population of just over 58,000.
Is it a picture?
Yep. Look at this stallion.
Oh yeah, that's pretty stock right there.
Crack that bitch open.
ASMR here, Tyson ASMR. There's one. Oh!
Happy birthday!
There you go!
Now I got the hang of it.
Just having the best day. But all good things come to an end, and before we know it, we're back on the water taxi and heading back to the ship. Some nights are themed, and tonight is Caribbean night. The food, as always, was spectacular. And you can order multiple options from the menu. And just like that, we're setting sail for our third port of call. Getting some good video there, dear?
She wants her mother.
Oh, it's video.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sorry.
Having fun? Birthday girl?
Having a good time. More than halfway through now.
That's kind of sad.
Yes and no. I mean, nobody wants a vacation to come to an end, but
flying.
well, actually, I'm getting my sea legs. I feel like it
I would say so.
hasn't bothered me in a few days.
You're doing good.
Yeah.
Better every day.
Got a little bit too much sun yesterday.
Yes.
Weirdly, you have a white triangle in between your shoulders.
Like pinching and throwing the ball, I guess. I don't know.
I like they sound drunk.
I'm tired. Really tired.
It's early. We are at St. Thomas, but we're only here for half a day. So we're going to get up, grab some quick breakfast, and get out and explore the island. St. Thomas is one of the 3 Virgin Islands. At about 32 square miles, it has a population of just over 42,000. We thought we'd be docking over there and be able to walk into town, but apparently there are 2 ports. Oh, it's video. Shit.
Isn't that beautiful? See, I take pictures where
We hopped on a sort of taxi bus that took us to the downtown area and set about exploring as best we could with the time we had.
Alicia?
2 of them with their arms crossed, just watching.
So they left England, headed for Virginia, and they stopped here on the way. Seems like a little bit of a detour to the south.
So this island hasn't quite worked out like the other ones. There's no private taxi companies here. It's a taxi commission. They have set prices, they're not negotiating, and they are not affordable. So we were hoping to do an island tour because we only have a couple hours here in St. Thomas, but we didn't bring enough cash to do that, nor did we want to pay what they were asking. So we hopped in a bus to the downtown area. I've been walking around, but there's not a whole lot to see without really kind of hiking up. And other than the fact it's hot, having my parents here, we didn't want to go up too high. So bit of a bus, but still pretty nice to be here. Then it's back on the boat again. St. Thomas definitely seemed to have a lot more traffic and the water and the air than the other islands we've been to. So we're on day 6 and we're having a bit of an off day. We got one with some heat rash, another one not feeling well. Tried to go into the island, that didn't go super well. Tyson got burnt yesterday, so he's not feeling great. So he's gone back to the room to hang out for a bit, and I am in our cozy little nook that we found that people don't really seem to come to, which is glorious. There's no sun, beautiful breeze, can't hear any of the music or see any other people. So that's where we're at. So I'm going to read my book and enjoy a couple hours of solitude. We're actually going to be shipping out here shortly, so get a nice view of that. Can't complain. Oh, well that doesn't look good. Yes, that is a full-size piano inside the elevator. Having a little post-supper family time, playing some games at the Cafe Promenade. There is a games room on the 8th floor, but it's usually packed. Later, we're heading to see Wicked in the amphitheater. Tell me it's humid without telling me it's humid. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think I've got my sea legs. It's day 8. Is it? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's Friday, right? Yeah. I didn't take an elevator, which tells us what day it is. Yeah, like I feel the motion, but it doesn't bother me anymore. It's a lot easier to get around and exist and eat. I do see a lot of people with the patches behind their ears, which is one thing I didn't pick up for some reason. I literally picked up everything else except that. I've only had to wear my motion goggles once. Do you not want me to have you shirtless on the camera?
No.
Give the people what they want.
Oh.
So we just went for a walk with Kelly, and says we did 15 kilometers in 30 minutes. How's that for GPS action? Now we're gonna get cleaned up and have breakfast. Today's a sea day, so no rush to be anywhere. We're just gonna relax on the deck, probably in our secret corner, rather than even trying to get beach chairs because everyone is on the boat today. And enjoy our second last day. Tomorrow is our last day, where we're going to a private Royal Caribbean island called Perfect Day at CocoCay, Coco Bay, something like that. I will confirm that before tomorrow. Catch up with you in a bit. Okay, here we go again, trying to find deck chairs upstairs. Get an elevator?
Are you?
Yeah, it's floor 16.
You don't want to take 13 flights?
Oh my God, Dyson.
Actually, it's 15.
Yeah, because we're on 3.
So
And
call.
wish us luck. Look at this stud muffin. Oh, I feel that.
What?
The boat.
Oh.
If you're curious about the actual size of the boat and how long it takes to get from one end to the other, I'm currently on the 16th floor. I'm going to head down to the 15th floor to get my sister's room key so I can get a book she's done with and see how long it takes me to do that. Oof, gotta walk through the smoking section and it's gross. The adult-only solarium section I was in is at the front of the boat, but they're at the chairs at the back of the boat. Key secured, and now I'm heading down 12 floors. What are the odds I'm going to catch an elevator? Not good, so taking the stairs. Here we go. Got it. Now heading back up. Even if you're lucky enough to catch an elevator, it generally stops on every floor on the way up. Me realizing I got off one floor higher than I meant to. Wrong way.
It's raining.
Room key returned, and now I'm heading back to the solarium. But where is it? Where's the solarium? I came out of it. Now I can't get back to it.
Solarium is in the front.
Oh God! Thank you. I did. I was like, this is how I came down. Got it. Thank you. I don't think we showed you this part of the ship, but this is the 15th floor. Finally made it back to the solarium. Minus a few detours, this is how long it took. We really can't say enough good things about the food. And have to say the views aren't too bad either. You can also find soft serve machines on deck 15, which we most definitely made use of. Finally checking out the gym, which is located at the front of the ship. It's actually pretty well stacked with all kinds of equipment. If you're a runner, I'm really curious if this view would bother you, because I was not feeling it. Honestly, for me, it was a bit hard to work out because I found you could really feel the motion of the ship up here. And I'm glad I snuck this workout in before Royal Caribbean night because that meal was decadent. I think they told us there was about 2,200 staff members on board, and let me tell you, they were hard-working. We didn't cross a single staff member who wasn't doing a fantastic, above and beyond kind of job. Did I forget to mention there's an ice rink on board? And yes, this show was something. Well, the time has come. It's the last day, and we need to pack up our room, but I want to show you what it looks like first.
Nothing wrong with how it looks. You have a closet and I have a couch. Leave my couch alone.
So this is almost everything Tyson brought. Oh, that's my bathing top. I don't know how that got over there.
I know exactly how that got over there. You were like, oh, look at that mess, I can add to it.
No, I think I left it on the bed and you just went
For
whoosh.
a second.
That's exactly what happened. So we do have a closet of which he did have things hung up at one point in time.
And I wore them.
And then they went to the couch.
Yes. Which is one step closer to my backpack, where they're getting packed.
All right, well, let's get cleaning.
How's it going?
It's going. These are my travel weapon. Not only are they packing cubes, but they're compressible packing cubes.
Are you doing a durability test on the zipper?
Just have to get it around the corner. So close.
So yes to the durability test?
No, I got it stuck on the green thing. Hang on. I could do it. I could feel it. I'm almost there. Ah! Perfect. Are you zooming in on my boobs?
No.
We've arrived at our final destination in the Bahamas. Perfect Day at CocoCay is a private destination owned by the cruise ship company. There's 5 stretches of white sandy beaches you can explore, and also a tram service around the island. And of course, like everything else with the cruise, there are upgraded experiences that you can pay for, including this theme park. Food on the quay is also included, as well as the beach chairs and umbrellas for guests. You also have Wi-Fi and your drink package available. We opted to walk the 12 minutes to South Beach, which was a little further and a lot less crowded. Shade babies.
100%. I'm not running in. I need a minute. You run in. You run in and then you go get me.
I was in the pool!
Yeah. Run in. I don't want to. Are you coming in?
I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, just telling me that and then getting me all wet and laughing at me.
That's what she said. That didn't look so bad. This is really close to me. Oh. Oh.
I think we all know what just got wet.
Oh God.
You're so far!
No. No. Like, I know it's not cold. It's not as cold as we have, but oh my God. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, oh God. Okay, I'm in.
Too goody.
This is what trailer living affords us, sort of.
That's kind of true.
Yeah. Well, it makes it quicker to save up for it.
That's very true.
Man, I love that shower. Oh, the pressure is so good. It's so hot, and there's more space than there is in the airstream. I love it. I've also figured out if I hug the back wall, I don't soak the towel.
Good thing to know on the last day.
I really can't say it enough. The staff on board are truly fantastic. They made every experience we had all the better, and definitely more dancing. Our last night was really spent enjoying every last activity that we could and spending some great family time together.
if you're thinking about taking a cruise, this is what you're going to want to know.
That it's an all-inclusive where not much is included.
Well, not everything is included, I think is a more accurate representation. Sure. Okay, first, cost. It is expensive because you're not including the flights where most people do have to fly there. It doesn't include your drink package if you want anything above water, soft drinks, or coffee, juices with your meals.
Yep. I mean, I was fine with that, but when you have been on some all-inclusives, I mean, it's not like a couple beers are very expensive.
No, and you can absolutely buy drinks. Depending on how much you drink, it really depends. Like, when we worked out, if we had a drink or two a day, it wasn't worth the package for us.
No.
The rooms were fantastic. We opted for a room that had no balcony and no window. I was worried about this, but honestly, it didn't even bother me. I think next time we would spring for a balcony, though, because where we were constantly looking for somewhere with shade and quiet, a balcony would have been great for us.
That's true.
The food was incredible. We mostly ate at the dining room where you just have a set reservation every night at 5 at the same table.
That's definitely what I would do.
Yeah.
I hate buffets. I mean, it was a big buffet, lots of options. Food was good.
The food was great.
I don't like buffets.
Yeah, the problem with the buffet for me was it's on the 16th floor and you really felt the motion up there. So we went up there one day for breakfast and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you really got the motion of the ocean up there.
Yeah, on the days that we were docked, it wasn't a problem, obviously, but the buffet was really crowded. It was always hard to find a table. It was really loud and very overwhelming.
It's just too many people around the food that I'm going to eat. I want kitchen staff to be around the food I'm going to eat, and that's it.
Definitely not the case. But
No.
Speaking of people, that was probably our biggest drawback of the cruise is we were on a large boat with a lot of people, 6,800 people, and it was just jam-packed. There were people everywhere at all times.
Well, and then you add the staff, which is like 2,200 people. It's pretty much like going on holiday with a small city.
It really was. The ports were okay.
I thought they were mostly quite good.
Now, don't get me wrong, the ports themselves were nice, the islands were nice. It just that the way we could go about actually visiting and experiencing them isn't like when we travel to other places where you're there for like a week, so you really get to kind of walk around, immerse yourself, see what's going on. You really, in the back of my head was always like, got to get back before the ship leaves.
Yeah, you kind of have to be in the mindset of you're going to an all-inclusive, and then there's bonus excursion opportunities that are in different locations.
And there were people that never got off the boat for the ports. They just stayed on the boat the whole time and then used that time when everyone was gone to do everything they wanted to do because there were no lineups.
But at that point, it basically is just an all-inclusive, and I got a question like what you're doing.
I needed to get off the boat. Like, there was no question.
But that's what I mean. If you're just going to stay on the ship the whole time, what's the point?
I think it's the activities for people, but I'd be curious to hear that. I know, like, one person we heard that the family was staying, they couldn't wait to get on the water slide and ride it multiple times because there wouldn't be nearly as long a wait.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
The onboard activities, speaking of those, were pretty great. Like, if you are someone that doesn't want to do an all-inclusive resort because you're bored and you don't know what you're going to do, a cruise might be for you. There was zip lining, there's a gym, there's multiple classes a day, there's cooking activities, there's spa activities, climbing walls, the wave board thing.
It's a crazy amount of stuff, really.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to do. So there's definitely no shortage if you have kids to occupy or if you're just someone that doesn't want to lay around.
The kids were definitely entertained.
It's true. The entertainment was fantastic. Yeah. It was. Well, the aqua show is where it's at.
Insane.
Tyson saw it 2.5 times.
Yeah. And I would see it again.
Yeah. So I guess when it comes down to it, would we do a cruise again?
If somebody else wanted to go, I would go.
Well,
I'm not going to be like, let's go on a cruise together, just the two of us.
Yeah, that's what I said too. If we did another family one or a friend group was like, hey, let's do a cruise, yeah, we'd go, especially now that we know what to expect, but we would never want to do it ourselves. I would rather go to a resort 10 times over.
But even beyond a resort, we have so many places we want to see and experience that I don't want to go back to the well on this one before we've checked a few more things off.
Yeah, and it's the motion for me. Like, even though it didn't bother me towards the end as much, I still felt it, and it was just wearing at me. It was like, I don't want to feel this weird motion anymore.
I felt weird for a little bit, and then after we were back on land permanently, then I felt weird for like a day, as like my body had been adjusted to it for so long and was still compensating afterwards, and I was like,
Yeah, we did
I don't
find
like
that
this.
when we got off the ship that all of us were like still doing this, or it felt like it. It was
Buzzing.
wild. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming along on this cruise with us, and hopefully it was helpful, our little tour of the ship and our experience, and we can't wait to take you on our next adventure, which is just on the horizon, but not on water. Thanks for tuning in. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
Thank you.